Most people who suffer from OCD will never recover or get better. Luckily, in this video, you will learn how to get over OCD, but more importantly, why a lot of you guys who are watching this video right now will never get over OCD. So, I've been suffering from OCD for a lot of my life. It started off when I was younger, like a lot of you guys. Like, I would go to school and I was super anxious. I was thinking about a lot of things, and I was always like wrestling with my mind. Now, I didn't know I had OCD up until I was like 20 years old. And of course, that's when I got help. And the process of gradually getting better and improving my life was one of the hardest things I had to do in my entire life. I don't say that lightly. It was one of the hardest things I had to do. And yeah, like it's gonna be hard. So I'm just gonna go over a couple reasons why people who suffer from OCD just don't recover. And I hope you guys have the insight to use the opposites of what these things are to your advantage so that you're able to improve your life, because that's what I want this video to do for you. Now, the first thing and reason why people don't get better at OCD is that they don't try. And I've tried to help people who were in those similar positions as me. Like, I was in a position where I was ruminating for the entire day. Okay. I was ruminating all day long, thinking about the situations that I feared most. And I always asked myself why I wasn't getting better. Why am I like this? I'm always complaining. And up until I attended therapy and I started to actually do the things I had to do, I didn't realize that I wasn't even trying to get better. Like, I wasn't even trying to do the research. I wasn't even trying to accept the fact that I have OCD. Like, I was fully trying to avoid that and avoid confrontation with my OCD. And I think that's why most people, I think that's the number one reason why a lot of people who have OCD never tend to kick the mental illness out of their life. Now, the next reason why people who with OCD don't get better, it's hard for me to say this, but they expect it. They simply just don't think it's serious, or they don't think that it's beatable. And I say that it's hard for me because I was in that position. Like, I was there where I was trying to get better for 6, 7 months every day. I would sit there and just wonder why I wasn't getting better. Although I was doing the therapy, although I was working on my rumination and thinking, I was working on these things. And at one point, I really doubted that I could kick OCD. And this is up there with the first point. But I also think that there's something to this where the simple mindset of thinking that it's impossible to achieve something just ruins the whole chance of achieving something you want. Like, let's take two people, right? Let's say person A thinks that they're able to beat OCD, and person B is like, "Oh, I don't want to beat OCD. It's not beatable. It's impossible." Like, shitty mindset, right? I've seen these people on Reddit. It's the worst. The first person who thinks they can beat it, or at least have a chance to, is gonna do much better than the person who thinks it's impossible. Why? Because they're gonna do the hard work, they're gonna try, and obviously they're gonna get better. And I've said this before on my channel, but OCD is like a terminal illness where it's gonna be with you for the rest of your life, but you're able to manage it to the point where it's able to be non-existent, if that makes sense. And that's what many people forget. They think, oh, I have OCD. Okay, my life is done for the rest of my life. My life is much worse, and I wish that I didn't have OCD. That's some shitty mindset. That's some shitty mindset. You're never gonna get better if if you don't change that. All I'm saying is just change the mindset. That's what I did. I changed the way I looked at it. I was like, okay, I have this. I'll just accept this. It may be with me for the rest of my life, but so be it. I'm gonna do what I can. If I get better, I get better. If I don't, Who gives a fuck? That's the mindset I went to it, and I swear to God, 1 week later, I just at least I saw some form of change where it wasn't like life changing, but I felt okay, and I felt that okay, I can manage this. And I hope you guys learned a lot in this video. Please don't be these types of people where you just do the same shit and don't try to improve, or you have like a bad mindset and you don't even try, because that's the worst thing that you can do.